Welcome back to Limbus Company Daily Mirror Dungeon. It's more charge. I've been doing charge a lot recently, but that's because there's been some pretty, cool charge stuff as of late. Wait, with this? Yeah, I only think I need 5 people, honestly. There's no reason to go above when I've got such strong, like, choices. We'll grab your teleport just in case we do use it. I do have Dawn's teleport uptied now. So I got her teleport, and I've got all of the charge identities I'm going to use today, except for Rabbit. Oh, that's the question, though. Which Meursault do we want to use? Rhino or W Corp? Probably W Corp, honestly. Is Rhino, like, very good? Yes, but, W Corp has gotten good. That's the difference. And, of course, there are more charge units I could have used here. But I'm not going to. Just stick with the WR theme, I guess. It'll work fine. Yeah, you can see they're all uptied except for Rabbit Heath, because Rabbit Heath is uptied. It's just a little bit more bleed, and I think he starts with more ammo, which is a cool effect. Like, you very rarely have ammo troubles with Rabbit Heathcliff unless you're like soloing with him or something. We take Blunt here, I guess. Unless we want to take Slash. I mean, Slash is the best for us, isn't it? Is it? Probably, I think. Hard to say. But, we gotta do, like, something like this. There we go. Rabbit Heathcliff last. We don't want him to get more speed dice, because then he'll just burn through his already limited ammo. The uptie is just, like, plus... It's like 2 or 3 more ammo, something like that. So it's not even, like, that significant ammo increase. And look, because we started with the Lightning Rod, everyone starts every battle with 5 charge count. Which means that, Heathcliff just immediately puts on his mask. Probably the most important thing from Rabbit Heathcliff for this build is the fact he's got primary Wrath, so we can actually build up Wrath reasonably. Because you need Wrath in order to use your teleport. Oh yeah, that's right, it is a mass attack now. Very silly. Because it's an uptide, it's now a 3-target mass attack. And it gives charge count to all allies by enemy resonance, whether or not you roll heads. That was kind of one of the big issues. It would only be very good for your entire team's charge if you rolled heads before, or if you corroded it. And if you corroded it, it would have a bit of a downside. But that is very good. Quick suppression just to make quick work of this guy. And yeah, I mean we're pretty much set on a lot of the resources we need for the first bit. And as you can see, it's turn 3, and Ishmael can actually use Mind Whip pretty safely. Even if she didn't have that +5 starting charge, she'd be at 8 charge, which is enough to use up by 4 Mind Whip. And we're going for a lot of attacks we're not going to be getting off here, that's fine. Because yeah, that guy is done for. Victory. And another fight. Another slash weak fight, so it'll be more people we're going to be doing fairly well against. He's a W Corp people are, because the W Corp people are all like mainly slash. I think actually is W Faust is blunt, isn't she? Yeah, blunt. So Pierce is like the worst for us because it's only Rabbit Heathcliff, and Rabbit Heathcliff doesn't need a damage buff. But these two are mainly slash, these two are mainly blunt. Very good variety, I suppose. And you know, just for the sake of it, I could... Yeah, I might as well, honestly. So it'll be a 3-target mass attack. Hitting those 3. I'm not hitting that guy. And everyone should gain 4 charge, so everyone's gonna have a lot of charge next turn. Well, let's see how it looks. I haven't used it yet. How does it... It's just putting all of the people on a single... Oh, that doesn't look correct at all. Yeah, that guy's far up. I'm sure they'll change that eventually. Who knows? Maybe they're actually gonna change that in like this week's update. Maybe they'll make a lot of adjustments to some of the animations sooner or later. Because a lot of the up die 4 mass attacks weren't mass attacks beforehand, just kind of look janky. Like how Pursuant, when it turns into a 3-target mass attack, it gains a little bit of a silly effect. That being that all three people it's targeting just stack on top of each other and just all get hit by the single punch still. I don't know how they'll fix it, but I'm sure they'll do something about it sooner or later. I think what happened for that teleport was it was where they were like the person who was actually the main target was in the normal spot and everyone else just stayed like the same like relative place they were when the attack started. Which is definitely an odd way to go about doing it. Sure. You got this easily enough. Ashes to ashes does nothing for us, but I'll take it still. And oh. Move on without resting, and we just get a little bit of we get basically a constant sanity drain on the enemies. They effectively lose 3 sinking every time we hit them now. And what was it? It was 5 sinking if you do like a gluttony attack? Which we have some of through to his secondary, but that's the extent of our gluttony. And I'll go for this here. And give everyone like 3 charge to start out with. Should be good. Ishmael will be able to mind him next turn. And Dawn will be able to rip space. Definitely could benefit from something like Faith if we are indeed going to go down the pathway of using Televolt pretty much every fight. Which is kind of optimal for charge. So it's definitely tempting. Like, look at this. They're also dead. Look at this mind over. It's +6 instead of +5 now. So it's even more insane rolls. Which is very good. And it's a lot easier to use because it's only 8 charge instead of 10 charge. What good buffs. We're Meursault because you have enough charge. Energy cards are +3 per 4 coins instead of being +1 for each of the 4 coins. That's pretty notable. Leap guys resisting if he gets staggered anyways. The big boss is still alive. He's probably gonna keep on living. But they should all die soon. And yep, this will stagger him. Look at these rules. Look at that energy cycle. That's his secondary even. It's not even like the 4 coin attack. Attacks seem to work well. Oh yeah, and of course because they are all except for Rabbit Heathcliff uptide. Ooh. I mean, I'll take this because like that's just more resources. Love to see it. Keep the teleport spam up. What was I saying? But yeah, now that they're all up to 4, they've all got special affinities on their defenses and stuff, except for Rabbit Heathcliff. But like, you shouldn't need it. But, like, look at this. Envy Guard, you don't have anything yet. Gloom Evade, Envy Guard, Gloom Evade. Actually funny that it falls into 2 camps for those. And we go for this, and then we go for another one of these. So if we corroded it, theoretically, it would give 12 charge count to all allies, but also 5 fragile and 10 rupture. So definitely very powerful. It's also a 3 target. I'll go for it here just because I don't use it too often. Although it is a very good overclock. The issue, of course, is sanity as always, and the fact that it's a corrosion that requires a heads in order to do the most possible damage, which means it's not going to trigger too much. Yeah, this one also looks a little janky. Similar issues to the main one. It's like there's one person in the right place and everyone else is just off. But now we go for this. Mind Whip should do good damage. He resists blunt, but this raises stagger threshold, so it's staggering very easily. And because it killed the Wrath, it means we get a bunch of sins, a bunch of sin resources from that. Yeah. low sanity made that red space look a little worrying, but it was still fine. It's not like she would have like lost or anything, just that she might not have done stupidly high damage. But she still managed to get 3 heads and kill the guy. Yeah, but no stream tonight because I'm gonna be busy. But I will be streaming when the mid chapter comes out on Wednesday, so you guys can feel free to join whenever I do that as soon as it releases. It'll be funny, I'm sure. What else do I have to say? Anything else? Oh, Zippo Lighter, that's just more gloom. We no longer have to worry about gloom, that's for sure. Yeah, that's a really good thing. Oh, Dawn skill. We have got Dawn another secondary, without a doubt. Nothing else here was like too crucial. The Voracious Hammer would have been nice if we had like extra, but I mean, we have to give Dawn another tertiary. It's just too perfect not to. Yeah. I want to do a build using like a bunch of up by 4 N-Corp units, but I'm so poor on thread right now that I just cannot. I really just need to get to the grind, I suppose. Although it'll definitely take a while. Should be fine though. How's your sanity looking? Not the best. You'll be fine. I mean, teleport, what is it, 15, 20 sanity, something around that range? It's a Hiego, so it's probably 20 sanity. Or 20, 25? Somewhere in that range, I actually don't remember. But it's not too high, is it? I'm pretty sure it's one of like the cheaper Hiegos as far as sanity is concerned, and as far as ego resources is concerned. It's only 5 ego resources for a mass attack now. That's also like really good to think about it now. A mass attack for the cost of 5, like, it's no Legger to main mass attack for the cost of 4, but it's still very good. I always forget about the fact that sin resistances change whenever you use egos. That's something I never like actually like play around, especially since they removed the fact that it like overwrites, which is for the best, I suppose, but definitely makes it seem kind of meh. Yeah, 20 cost for her ego. 2? Can you manage 2? You cannot manage 2. That guy doesn't really need one though, does he? It doesn't look like it. Oh yeah, another good thing about the reindeer Ishmael uptie. He no longer has the awful effect of losing 15 sanity every time you get a 3 Resonance of Gloom. Now, it's basically the exact same thing, but she only loses sanity if she fails to do any damage this turn. And chances are she'll probably like do damage. She's decent enough at winning clashes. Not the best, that's for sure, but decent enough. And there we go, like this to finish everything off. Rip space. This guy resists slash, but he's almost staggered, so it does not matter. Nice. And then rip that guy to shreds. Yeah, we can heal everyone up. No one's like very injured. The warp guys are taking a little bit of damage here and there, I guess. I don't know what from. Probably just lost some clashes I wasn't really paying attention to. Nothing very serious, that's for sure. And clippity cloppity. So true. You can go for this. This like she can use Mind Whip next turn if she does this right now. They resist Gluttony, so this is probably better. These two are weak to. They're neutral to both Gloom and Envy, so most of our skills it's not really gonna matter too much what we go for. Overcharge, you can spend this, yeah. Then you can rip that guy. Seems good. Nothing too special this turn. Not really trying to. I didn't telepole this turn because if I didn't use telepole, then Dawn would have lost her tertiary, so the tertiary is in the bottom slot right now. And I mean, we'll be able to Mind Whip either way, so I'm not too concerned. And Faust inflicted a bunch of attack power down on the big guy. So, like, we can do this, and, like, he's already dead, pretty much. You don't have enough charge, do you? No. You will have enough charge next turn, but I don't think it'll really matter next turn. Leap finishes that one off. And Mind Whip to decimate this guy. Yeah, I only needed 2 coins. It only barely needed 2 coins. The first coin was almost enough. And easy enough fight. They take a lot of damage. It's easy enough to stagger the pink shoes goons, even with the big guy there. Oh, wait a second. Oh, this is insane. A skill that attacks multiple targets. Oh, has gained +2 skill power up. Something like, say, using teleport. Yeah, that's an insane. I didn't even consider the fact that I didn't even consider the fact that teleport now can trigger Sun Shower, thanks to it being a mass attack. So if we just use it like every first turn, we're gonna have insane first turns. And we've definitely got enough resources to be able to maintain that, as long as we're getting like a little bit of gloom, as long as we're getting a little bit of wrath and a little bit of envy, we should be set. Because gloom, we're already pretty much set. We're gaining one of it every turn at least. Okay, it's gonna override our actual attack here. That's fine. You should be fine, I think. Because he resists that, so that's probably for the best. That's a lot of neutral. It's probably also gonna have a lot of neutrals. No, that's a dominating. We'll go for that then. And then will Mind Strike work here? Oh, you can't clash that. Okay, then... Oh, there's only 2 people that could clash that. You, and then who are you going for? You're going for Dawn, so we could have Dawn do this one, and then... Can you clash with this last guy? Yes, you can, because he's going for you. Alright, looks good. That guy just instantly died. Good thing he wasn't one of the ones being hit by teleport. Even if he was, I think it like redirects it now. Was he one of the ones being hit by teleport? Looks like there's only 2 things here. If so, that's a little unfortunate. Yeah, it looks like it only hit 2 of them. Sad. And everyone's got a lot of charge now, so hit this guy with this. Quick suppression, hit that guy with that. Then we just hit the other 2 guys with like some other random stuff, and they should just perish. The rip was there just because we had to have him use rip on someone. That wasn't killing. I wasn't expecting it to kill. But this should be game. Yeah, 130, 160. Not bad. Not bad. That's for sure. Leap kills, that's for sure. And now quick suppression just needs to kill this guy. I wonder... I guess it's only a +2 quick suppression. It's still gonna kill, though. Yeah, without even needing final coin. Because even with, like, weak effects, 5 coins is 5 coins. Even 5 coins +2 is still very insane. No ego gift from that fight, unfortunately. But that's fine. Another simple enough first turn. We do this. And we pull out this. There we go. Quick suppression +4 and a guy weak to pierce. And he's got the +2 coin power. No, he's just got the +2 skill power from Sun Shower. Thanks to teleport being used this turn. The main issue is going to be Dawn Sandy, but I think there's ways we can get around that, so I'm not too worried. Namely, it'd be funny if we got Faith here. I really don't think we're going to get Faith, but either Faith or the actual, like, charge gloves would be very funny. If the game sees what I'm putting down. Nice, nice. And enemies that are weak to pierce. Which means it's probably, or it might just be more J-Corp guys, because it could just be more the Taikyu, or it could be Lobotomy Ego guys. It is, because of these two being weak to it. Oh, and these two are also weak to Envy, huh? Would you look at that? What a strange coincidence. We're in for a little bit of a rough time. Yep, that guy's already been staggered. And then Telepole got a Tails again. It's still a 20 mass attack. That's not bad, even if it is the Tails, even it could be like a 30-ish. Oh, for a second I thought it was freezing because everyone died, but no, there's still people left. Like this, there we go. And that's them taken care of. So it's shop time. We'll see if we see anything funny in the shop. There's like pretty much any of the charge use. I like all the charge egos. Okay. That is calm mirror, clean water. Pure mirror, calm water, same thing. More crit bonus. Grand welcome is funny. I'm not gonna go for it though. We'll give Meursault another skill 3. I am no longer taking Grand Welcome most of the time. Like, my economy's fine as it is. I don't need more. This doesn't do much for me. I really could have just taken the healing from him instead of getting the barely any tremor. But it's time to fight Nico, who's weak to Pierce, so he's not going to be in for a good time. Yeah, and it looks like we'll be able to hit him with a mass attack if I understand how the mass attacks work nowadays, which I don't. Oh yeah, it's gonna hit him twice though, yes. You can see there's 2 squares under him because he's got like a target weight of 2. It's basically like what the 2x used to be. And we can pop this too. We can pop the corroded one of this too, actually. It's unstable. It'll kill us all. But, oh, we don't have Lust, that's why we can't use it. That makes sense. Well then, we'll just go for the body sack then. That's also using Lust, so either way we're gonna be out of Lust. That's fine. We'll get Lust slowly. Thanks to the lighter giving 2 random egos each turn that aren't Gloom. Okay, some clashes, get the heads, tails again, unfortunate. 2 target mass attack is still a mass attack. That's the thing, so it's still giving us all the skill power. And it's still giving us all the charge. Thanks to the fact, like, imagine if I still only gave charge to allies. Imagine if Dawn's Ego still only gave charge to allies if it actually got heads. We've gotten like 1, maybe 2 Telepole heads this run. It's been exclusively tails for the most part. So that is a very good change for the uptie. Definitely fairly noteworthy. I feel like a lot of egos, most egos either got like nothing like worth uptying or just more targets. It's nice to have an ego that actually got like a beneficial effect other than just more targeting, even though it did also get more targeting as its additional effect. Nico, hit Nico with a rip space. He resists it. He'll still probably perish, I hope. He might not like die from it, but you know, he'll take a lot of damage and he's gonna get... He might still die from it though. I don't know. It's hard to say. Some good sanity, please. Nice. Yeah, that's some damage. It's nothing special. Only it's staggered, but of course Nico's got a pretty far back stagger resist because of the fact he's a tremor guy. So you need to tremor burst him if you want to stagger him. Gotta beat him in his own game. Which we aren't really able to do here. Our only tremor burst is like... our only tremor burst is Pursuance, I think. Don't have any of the other ones. I think if I took Snag Harpoon, I think it Snag Harpoon at uptie 4 can burst Tremor, but I don't think it does in the state it's in. It's over. And then Mind Whip Tails is a little sad. But he should be on the verge of death now. That guy's staggered too. So we just kind of finish him off. And this is our third rip space this fight. Charge moment. Really is just what a charge moment. Stay focused. Oh, Carmelo's good for just speeding up some of the less interesting fights. Making it so it's a lot we can just kill people super easily with just a mass attack. And we're using a lot of mass attacks, so, you know, being able to do that certainly sounds like it could be beneficial.
걱정 마시오. 최후의 혈구 하나만 남아 있다면 생명은 어떻게라도 보존되지.
Don't mind whip yet. We could just do turn 1 mind whips, turn 1 we do turn 1 mind whip, turn 1 rip space if we can get the tier 4 charge gift, because that makes it so everyone starts with 5 more charge. So everyone would start with 10 charge, which means instant mind whip, instant rip space. Very silliest, but the instant mind whips especially, because like we'd still probably want to get the Bell off first thing, just so we can give everyone the skill power and the charge, I guess. The charge is kind of secondary at this point, though. Funnily enough. Nice. And now they all die like this. And, yeah. Taken care of just like that. Definitely would have been funny if we did take Lowest Star a while back, and because that would have synergized with our already, like, sanity loss with every hit we have. Oh, no one needs healing. I was like, why is it grayed out? Can I not afford it? But, like, that is not the issue at all. It's that we're too good and we don't need healing in the slightest. Mind whip. She takes some SP damage, that's fine. She's reindeer, she's used to SP damage. And another Abno time, more blunt, more gloom. Could just be whatever. I mean, of course it's gonna be whatever, it's gonna be more Pekatula. Okay. We do this. Like, the fact that these two do have envy defenses could be good if we never start with their, if we ever have times where we don't start with their envy skills. Neutrals, neutrals, neutrals. You know what, these two can just defend, honestly. And more charge. Neutrals, really, even you've got a neutral. You, unopposed, actually gotta do it like this, don't we? Yes, there we go. And another heads. These guys are weak to envy. So they might just stagger? I don't know how far back their stagger resist is. Oh yep, they sure did all just stagger instantly. Probably should have had our two people defending to have just gone for the lost guys then, but I had no way to know for sure, so I'm not too bothered. They're defending well enough. If a fight goes on a little longer than it would have otherwise, it's not really that big of an issue. That just means we get even more of a benefit from the lighter, get even more random ego resources. There we go. Hopefully we kill all the lost guys. Oh god. You have 25 sanity. How do you get 4 tails? Little silly if you ask me. Yep. 11 HP. And then something like this and they should all just die. Yeah. Quick suppression of the 70 HP guy just to make sure he dies. Although we really didn't need it. So, disc fragment. Oh, that's decent, I guess. Every time we use an ego, we'll just get a random resource, and we're using egos fairly frequently. Oh, employee card, absolutely. Every time someone uses skill that gains charge, or the first time someone uses a skill that gains charge count for each turn, everyone just gains 3 charge count next turn. That's effectively just like another, I'll give you another leap too, because your leap's really good. Even we can't give you another rip space. We don't need to. Leap's still very good. Blunt, pride. Is this... Yeah, this is the, something there, guys. Right? Proceeding Inquisitors? Or is it fish? Oh, it's wolf. Close enough. I knew it was something vaguely like that. We're gonna be hitting him with, his own thing. What a cruel fate. We do something like this. Yeah, I don't know if we really need to bother hitting multiple things. We probably just want to clash. So we'll just use everything else first, I guess. We'll do this, though, just so we can actually get a good amount of envy going. You need to deal with this one. You need to deal with this one. You are not being targeted at all. Because Dawn's being targeted twice. And there's nothing we can do about that. That's fine. Someone's targeting you, yes. Yeah, neutral, you're fine. And chance, I mean, there's a decent chance we can stagger the... We're definitely going to stagger the body this turn, I think. Does it have a lot of HP in this form? I don't know. This isn't going to do a lot of damage, though, so I'm doubting whether or not we will stagger this turn. Weak to Pierce, though. Weak to... And everyone's just going to have an insane amount of charge count this early on. Shame that once again Heathcliff's charge is doing nothing for him. If we use his AEDD, we could get a use out of his charge, as in, like, what was it, healing whenever he gets hit. But I don't think it matters that much. Hexnail going last is a little unfortunate, I guess. We're not really going to get much of benefit from it. This Hexnail does synergize. If you can get Hexnail to go before, like, a telepult, then it's really good. Since you can just make it so it just does even more damage. But that's the breaks. Oh, this guy's very dead, thinking about it anyways. Because we're hitting him with a quick suppression, so he's gonna have 4 fragile. Rip space. If we used a leap, we could inflict even more fragile, but I think the rip space is more beneficial. And just like doesn't matter. But then we've also got the mind whip. Yeah, I think he's just gonna take 500 damage this turn. Okay. Oh, the 25 sanity, but still got all heads. Excellent. Now Meursault finishes him off. Very clean wolf fight. Very clean. Just building up insane amounts of charge is very beneficial for killing things fast. We don't have much bleed. That's probably not worth it. We've got some rupture. We could just do this for more damage or SP. I'll take this because... should I? I'll take the battery, I think. I was gonna consider it, but I don't really think it'll matter that much if the enemies are going insane. Certainly not gonna be too big of a deal for us. But now it's 4-5 time, so of course, cautious. Do not want someone to blow up. It sure would be a shame if, like, the focus of the episode just blew up randomly on the 5th floor, eh? If we get the full resonance, will that be enough to change it away from a struggling? It'll still be a struggling. Okay, then just use your ego then. That'll work then. You've got a neutral. You'll be fine. Actually, just defend it then. We don't want you to lose the SP from losing the clash. I'm pretty sure if I just don't clash, then it won't count as a clash, so you just won't lose the SP. And this guy's not being attacked again, so like the actual weaknesses inflicted by Hexnail won't matter. The curse could be beneficial. Although it's just offense power, defense power, mostly, and like strength down. It's mostly stuff that doesn't leave too big of an impact from the curse. If I brought Hexnail to upside 4, I'm thinking it would actually inflict nails, which is a funny idea. Especially if I do want to do like a grip bout stuff. 176 damage, nice. One of them just died, and the other two aren't doing like that much better. And look at everyone's charge already. God. How funny. We're going for 2 super strong attacks on the stagger guy. Only one will go off, and the other one will just finish off probably like a 3 HP random enemy. Oh, losing with the leap? That's not good. Because he's low sanity, so he's just gonna get the tails on A. Which means, you're gonna have some paralysis next turn. It shouldn't make too big of a difference. Mind whipping this guy's gonna be decent. And yeah, he's dead. Thanks to the stagger. There they go. All dead. And just like this, yeah. Yeah, that'll work.
목적지까지 가기 위하여.
More of these guys, more of these goons. Oh, is this gonna perfectly hit all the guys that are weak to Pierce? Oh yes, perfect. Perfect. And then I'm gonna go for some neutral clashes, because I'm really not careful enough with the centers. But that's fine, these guys I think will just all get staggered. Including the one that's just floating off to the side, he's still being hit. Yeah, all staggered, nice. Yeah, Meursault lost his clash, no shock there. Faust won hers though, which was the other neutral, so good job there. Like this. A precise move. Good. Very nice. Event time. What is this? Pierce power up? That's not bad. Because we're gonna gain Pierce power up if we ever kill with Telepole. Yeah, Gathering Skull. Pride or Pierce, gain Pierce power up. We don't have too much Pride, because it's just, yeah, just Meursault's secondary as far as Pride goes. Or it's tertiary, right. I saw the 2, so it's not secondary. No, it's his tertiary. It took me a second to figure out why he had 2 Prides. And these guys, who resist Pierce, which is a little unfortunate. But we'll still do, like, plenty of damage to them, I think. They're weak to Blunt. They're not really, like, too likely to win any clashes. We really have no other envies. We really do have no other envies, huh? Well, that's fine. I think our people can do perfectly fine. These guys are low HP, so they can't... Oh, look at that! Meursault just killed a guy! Good job, Meursault. You're doing well. And Faust lost her clash, it's fine, she only took 7 damage from the exchange. Staggered guy, I think, just dies, which means that Dawn will get the Pierce power up. And the staggered one didn't die. You got close, but no cigar. And then we just go for this and finish them all off. Overcharge definitely does it. It staggers him, and it's hitting his weakness anyways. Energy current? Oh yeah, I didn't check what the boss for this floor was. I'm sure it was on screen. I probably like zoomed out enough to be able to actually see what it was, but I didn't actually like think to look. I don't think the boss matters too much. It's not like we're doing a burn team to have to worry about so that no one will cry or something like that. Whoever the boss is, I think we can manage easily enough. And it's Fairy Gentleman. Cutting knife, copying crane, voodoo, Meursault. We don't have too much of a use for most of these. Meursault, we'll give him a third skill 3. And then we'll grab the voodoo doll because we don't need healing that much. And we probably just leave then. And we take top path so we can take that one last event. But first we gotta get through more Pekatule. And more of these guys.
응원하는 게 도움이 되긴 하려나? 힘내긴 해보자고.
Nothing that worrying. This doesn't get its power up, so it's actually not going to do particularly well, so you go for that guy. You can probably do decently against, like, yeah, you can do decently against that guy. You go for this guy. You guys take these two and just hope for the best. We'll do whatever, like, is the least detrimental if it fails. Yeah, I mean, that's fine enough. I'm not too worried. Meursault's doing pretty well. Like, look at that. He just killed that thing instantly. Ooh. And Ishmael lost. This is neutral stuff, though, so I think she's fine. Yeah. Wrathy boys aren't anything to be afraid of, really. And yeah, we're hitting the 2 of the Wrath guys and the Lust guy that Meursault already killed. Staggered them, that's good. We're losing with quick suppression. Please do not lose with quick suppression. There you go. It was a +2 quick suppression instead of +4, so like, it makes sense why he'd lose there. Or not really, it's still 5 points with +2. That's still insane rolls. You really shouldn't have been in like much danger at all. But oh well. He won the clash, even if there was a little bit of turbulence along the way. Ah, there we go. That's good enough. I think they're all dead. Nice. Nice. And Rip Space to finish these guys off. To bring us to the boss fight. Or to the event before the boss fight. That's basically the boss fight. And then we'll take down this Fey being. More Rupture, sure. Rupture, like, Thrill would have been insane for this run, of course. That's, like, no shock. Thrill is insane in any run. And we've got, like, a fair bit of Rupture with some of our Warp guys. Mainly these two have, like, some Rupture-y stuff. Not, like, the most, but it's enough that it could have helped. But all this Rupture just works in our advantage for just doing even more damage with every single attack. Especially as, like, this team has a lot of attacks with a lot of coins. So we are hitting the enemies a lot. We'll do this. We'll probably save that, though. Dominating, that'll work. Dominating. Then we just need to clash against this one. Who is that one targeting? Oh, it's targeting Dawn. If we do this, it'll still hit all the body parts. Yes, because it works well now. It does, okay. That's good. Then which one was redirecting? Another one going for her. And let me guess, if I do this one, I can't do anything with that one. Which one's this one going for? Is it? It's also, wait, so they're all going for Dawn because she's got the, oh yes, I see. It instantly killed the drinks, so I think she's got the target. No, she doesn't. She doesn't have Tipsy. Oh, prioritizes. Oh, that's the unclashable one. Oh, I see. I was looking at the completely wrong one for the unclashable one. I thought it was this one for some reason. That's fine then. We can work with this. My grossly misreading the situation at hand. Favored. Good enough. And you can deal with this one, and go for the rip here, also on the left arm. Because it's a charge building kind of turn. We're just going to build up charge so we can unleash a lot of stupid attacks next turn. Besides, this guy is weak to Pierce, so Telepul's going to do fairly well, I think. I didn't check its Envy resistances, but it looks like it's weak to Envy. That was 160 damage off of a 30 attack. What? Oh, it's because I hit 2 things. Yeah, that makes sense. I forgot that it was hitting both body parts, so it would effectively do double the damage it should have been doing. Still some pretty good stuff thanks to our random pierce we've got scattered around.
최선을 다해보지. 아이, 방금 벌레 말은 듣지 않다는 사람
And
누구야?
what are his weaknesses? He's resistant to envy. Okay. Still gonna take enough damage to be suffering. Once again, you don't have enough speed. Ugh. Like, surely sooner or later he will, though. You can take down that one. Energy current one of these. We've got enough speed that we can redirect whatever, so I'm not too worried in those regards. Like this? Yeah, that'll work. Now, Heathcliff, you just need to get enough speed so we can have a really funny turn. I'd use his default ego here to give him more speed, but then it would overwrite his skill 3. So I don't think that's what I want, after all. Helpful Tails, that's fine. We're just giving people more charge. Not really, though. We don't have any envy resonance this turn, so it's actually not going to give us anything. Fine. It's inflicting a lot of rupture and random status effects in the process. Which is silly. This thing's back. You're actually kind of low. I mean, yeah, and you've got the most morale boost, so he's trying to kill you, isn't he? Yeah. Oh, nice. Not nice. You've got even worse speed this turn, okay. Sure thing. Left arm staggered, so we probably want to go for the other arm a little bit more now. Not going for everything? It didn't look like it. Yeah, no, it's not hitting both of this guy's body parts, so we want to do this here. Still want to have that go there, and then like something like you can't redirect those. Something like this should be fine enough. I think. We're not countering everything just because I want to be able to get some decent damage off. Yeah, speaking of decent damage, that was 229 with his skill 3. Really is just the Warp Meursault Redemption arc. Very glad to see it. Like, Warfaust isn't like the worst now. He's got like better ability of actually keeping charge up. Not great, but it's better. 109, split 3 ways though, so it's not as much damage as you might think. And the body's close to being staggered now, and we only need to bother for the body this turn. And this is the turn where we brutally kill this guy. Very brutally. What's that going for? That's going for the wrong part. No, it isn't. We just go for that part instead. That's the solution. So basically the plan is quick suppression, does a stupid amount of damage, inflicts 4 fragile. Hex Nail inflicts 3 envy fragility and 1 pierce fragility. And then Rip Space. It's not even gonna need the Rip Space. The quick suppression's gonna do so much, isn't it? I'll need the Rip Space a little bit, actually, but this alone, like the Pierce Fragility, the Fragile itself, it's a little overkill. Shame I can't see like the actual damage this Rip Space would have done if it actually hits all 5 coins, because there's no way he survives 2 coins. Yeah. 95 damage with the first 2 coins, though. So you can probably like calculate like what it actually would have been. You probably could just like figure out how much it would have been, but it would have been a lot if it wasn't like someone who could die so easily. If it was against like the Centipede per se, someone who wouldn't actually die in those circumstances. Yeah, that's all. Heathcliff did a lot. Dawn did a lot. Meursault did a lot. Still, it's his redemption arc. It's his redemption arc. And there's more Starlight for us, and more Battle Pass experience, so I can get more threads, so I can get more things up and uptide.
식사는 하셨는가?
Yeah.
어디 감자는
Another
어떻소?
set of dailies, so
점심에
it's
버거 어울리고
12 more boxes, 24 roughly more
싹은 나지
shards,
않았으니 걱정
which
마시게.
is pretty good. And I get even more thanks to the daily extractions. See what I get, see what I can turn into more threads. Because that is the purpose of ego shards now, for at least like the next few months, is to be turned into thread. Although I gotta save some of it for the updying. But a lot of it's just gonna be threaded for other people. Nice. I don't know why I said nice there. That was just an instinct, even though it was just a 1-star. There, I mean, it is how it is. All 1-stars. That's still 12 thread, effectively. Which, you know, is a little bit of thread. Yeah. Warp good. Warp Meursault. This is just a really good skill 3 now, because it's a 5+3 effectively. If he's got 5+ charge count, and he'll spend a lot of his charge to put defense level down, but that's fine. You can build up charge like fairly well now, because this is a +6 charge. So you can do skill 1 into skill 3, that's a combo, just to instantly get the 5+3 on turn 2, even outside of Mirror Dungeon stuff. But yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye.